Hey everyone, welcome back to Strange Mind 6. I'm your host Ruby, and today we're going to be getting back into The GhostKeeper, a graphic novel by Johanna Taylor. And without further ado, my dear friends, I would like to ask if you can please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me if you did. And without dragging it along, grab a snack, grab a drink, or sit back and relax. And let's get to it. The GhostKeeper. I understand what you're getting at, but your only crime was talking to ghosts. Besides, you're my grandson. I wasn't about to let your parents send you off to some... Please, trust me on this, Gran. I appreciate your concern, but I know what I'm doing. Very well. Just don't lose sight of what this is all for. I won't. How is it, Lucy? It doesn't taste like anything. I can't taste the strawberries either. Of course not, dear. Ghosts can't not taste things. Eating is just a formality. But I've never had a scone before. I wanted to know what it tasted like. Well, it is what it is. Like, you don't like it. If you don't like it, then perhaps you'd be more comfortable in limbo. No, I'm never going back there. It's scary. If you just went through death's door when you had the chance, maybe it wouldn't be as scary. How do you know? It has to be. Why would it exist at all? If it were a worse place than here. But the three-eyed beastie lives there, and well, there could be other monsters too, like the kind that eat bad children who don't do their chores. There are no monsters, you belligerent child. You imagined it. If you're so brave, why don't you go open death's door then? I won't see any monsters in limbo, because monsters only appear to bad children who lie and make up stories. Lucy, wait. Did I miss something? You believe me, don't you, Dorian? Lucy, I'm not a liar. I really did see a monster, honest. Why is this happening to me? It feels like I'm not real anymore. I want things back to normal. No, I want to go back to how things were when I was alive. I don't want to be a ghost. I don't want to go to death's door. I'm afraid this is normal now. And I know. This isn't fair. I know. Was your granny right? Was I a bad child, and that's why Papa turned me away? When I saw the beastie, I didn't mean to be bad. I just wanted another chance. If I don't get another chance, what was the point of all this then? Why did I live at all, only to meow. That's the thing about normal. It's different for everyone, and it's always changing. It's frustrating and uncomfortable, and sometimes even feels pointless. And When there isn't a point to be found, you simply have to make one yourself. But how? I'd like to tell you a story about my older sister, Bryn. She was about your age when I was 5. We were playing in the river and my mother watched us from shore. I remember falling. Bryn jumped in after me. I'm not sure how long we were in the water, but when I opened my eyes, Bryn was gone. It was just me and a door. And then the last thing I remember is a soft, feathery thing pulling me away from the door, and my grandmother's hand reaching out for me. Was it the beastie trying to swallow you with its feathers? Memory is hazy, but no, even at 5 I certainly would remember seeing a beastie. Perhaps it was how my mind interpreted the memory of my mother's sleeves pulling me out of the water, and Bryn came back as a ghost. So your ghost went back into your body, and because of that you can see ghosts? More or less. I always wondered why it was me and not Bryn who survived, but I realized I was quite alone in my strange new ability. Doctors could not figure out the why or how. In fact, no one knew what to do about me. Mother forbade me from talking about it, and everywhere we went, she apologized for my behavior and told people I suffered from hysteria. It was very lonely. But for all my loneliness, Bryn was far lonelier. She followed me home, and as fate would have it, her death brought us closer together. It did? We were inseparable. We took tea together, chatted, and wrote letters to each other every day. She was my best friend. With time, she got used to her new form and was eager to watch over me as my guardian ghost. She had always been taught that ghosts are dark, sad shrewds, racked with misery, but she discovered that ghosts are simply people in a different state of normal. She told me once that if they all had a friend like me, no ghost would ever be sad. Those were the last words Bryn ever said to me. How come? Dorian? She's not around anymore. Dorian? Right. The point is, as a ghost, Bryn found herself unable to move on from the living world. So, she reframed her situation and focused on what she could do. Comfort, look after her little brother. Like with tea parties. Precisely. Now, there are 2 things I'd like you to do for me. First, make a list of fun things you would like to do. Second, and most importantly, what? Take time to be sad. You're not a bad child, Lucy. You're a hurt child. Give yourself permission to grieve for the way things were, and then see if you can reach outside of your sadness to a more neutral place. Only then can the rot start to heal. But But I don't want to be sad or neutral. I want to be happy. You certainly deserve to be happy. But going straight from sad to happy isn't easy to do. That's like trying to climb the staircase from bottom to top in a single jump. And how do you climb a stair? One step at a time. Precisely. One step, one movement at a time, and you'll get there. Everything all right? I think so, yes. Could Lucy stay here tonight? I want to read the books. She wants to read the books, please. Please? Sure. Just have her put them back when she's done, hey? You all right? Yes. The ghosts are in fine health now. That's all well and good, but are you all right, Dorian? It's hard to hear their stories sometimes. They've endured such horrible, tragic things with no one left to listen to them. And when it's children, they just had so much life ahead of them. Do you believe Lucy actually saw a monster in limbo? It's hard to say, but I believe that she believes she saw one. That all sounds exhausting. Will you be able to help her? Or any of them for that matter? I can handle it. It's gratifying to help them find peace. What can I do for you? You're sweet. No need to trouble yourself. I'll feel better after some sleep. If you're sure. Good night. Good night. And with that, he headed to bed. And started crying. Dorian, wake up! What is it? Finally. I do hope you saved some room on your schedule for your own Gran. I was sleeping, Gran. It's been a long day. You can sleep later. Look at this. What am I looking at? My rot. It's grown back again. Be a dear. Take care of it like you did with Owen's. Would it be alright if it waited till tomorrow? I'm not feeling my best, actually. Well, neither am I. You made time for everyone else today, and you even spent extra time with that little urchin. I'm family. Why should I have to wait another day? I'm not trying to shrug you off, Gran. It's just, look, Dory, a business like this requires some sacrifice. I understand that better than anyone. I ran my own business in life after all. But your family is hurting. You must be your top priority. Gran, I saved you from being sent off to some dreadful and risked getting exercised by my own son because I care about you. And I want you to succeed. Now, I'm asking you for thanks. I'm not asking you for thanks or praise. I've just been feeling a bit neglected, is all, and would like to be shown some care in return. I understand. Thank you. I'd very much like to sleep first, so. And I would very much like to be healed. Shouldn't you think less about yourself and more about the people who need you? Sorry, you're right. Forgive me, Gran, I didn't mean to be selfish. I can make time tonight. Thank you, my dear boy. What would I do without you? Morning, Lucy. Have you made a list for me? Better than that, I found in some pictures in the book that I wanted to do. I borrowed your brushes and paints. Oh dear, you tore the pages out? You know that would be nice? Cleaning all of this before Brody comes. You haven't looked at my pictures yet. These seem doable. Now, what's this one here? Who's this? It's us having a picnic with scones. That's me and Muffin and you and Brody. Granny, she doesn't get any scones because she's mean. You'll have to pardon my Granny. She's been a bit stressed lately. But grannies are supposed to be nice. I know, but even grannies can feel sad or angry sometimes, just like you and me. Your rot looks much better today. How are you feeling about it? Fine. I still feel itchy where the rot used to be, though. I see. Well, I need to go visit a lot of ghosts this week. When I come back from making house calls, let's go visit the cows or the sailing ships and maybe see about having that picnic. Could you wait for me upstairs until then? May I bring the paint set upstairs with me? Yes, you may. Just be careful with them, please. Dorian, wait. It's just that, don't go away for too long. Promise? I promise. And as Dorian visited ghost after ghost, he helped each one. Him and Brody and young Lucy went to see the sailing ships as he helped other suffering ghosts and he took their rot away. He grew closer to Lucy. Is your granny famous? Is that why you give her flowers all the time? She was famous, yes, but it was very long time ago. Gran was all alone and estranged from my parents when she passed on. She just feels forgotten from time to time. Hello again, Mum. Brought you more daisies. Dorian, do you know what daisies mean? They were Mum's favorite. New beginnings, I think. They can also mean innocence and hope. Carnations are my Gran's favorite flower. Pink ones mean a mother's love, and in this case, a grandmother's. I put flowers on the graves of all the ghosts who have no one left to remember them. It's part of the service I provide as their therapist and last mortal advocate. I wonder if I'll be forgotten too. Do you feel forgotten? Not anymore. Now that I have Dorian, my new best friend forever. Oh, that forever is a long time. So what are we gonna do tomorrow? Can we have another picnic? Of course, but could we talk about the key for Death's door? It needs to be returned, Lucy. I know you're afraid to go back to limbo, and I want to give you plenty of time to heal and consider it. But I thought in the meantime, perhaps you could give me the key, and I can see if another ghost might be willing to return it for you. I can't do that. The key's all tangled up inside. I think it's rot, but the more I try to pull it out, the faster it grows. Please don't be angry. I meant to tell you sooner, but I had so much fun with you, and I thought the rot would go away on its own. I'm not angry. I'm thinking. It seems that simple coping skills aren't enough anymore. We need to start addressing the root of our fears. I think we ought to try taking this time to talk to your father again. No! I'm not ready. I just need more time. So that will heal the rot this time for sure. Papa won't talk to me anyways. He just wants me to go away. He wants to forget I exist. But you're not like that. You're the older brother I've always wanted. You've made me so happy. Dorian? You don't want me to go away, do you? No, I don't. Take all the time you need. As he remembers Bryn, his sister. After the session here, I have one with Owen, and then I'll come back, run along back to the bookstore. I'll see you at supper. I'll pick some flowers for the dinner table. Very well, but no stealing this time. Wildflowers only. Fine, wet blanket. What is this witchcraft? I can't stay here any longer. Claps. What a marvelous demonstration. Oh, Mr. Leith, I'm terribly sorry. I won't need your services after all. Dr. Greaves took care of it. See, with this new product, people can stay safely in their residences while the ghosts are sent away, and it's lavender scented. Mr. Leith, what excellent timing. Can you confirm that a ghost ran out of the front door just now? Yes, but what... Dr. Greaves, what is going on? It's Greaves Apothecary's new specialized brand of ghost repellent. I call it Ghost Away. Ghost repellent? Precisely. It took a while to gather and get the proportions right, but I followed your advice and combined all those herbs you mentioned during your visit a few months back. It's more potent way to ward off ghosts. No more messy salt lines or hexacrine. Simply uncork and hang the bottle from the doorway to diffuse the ghost warding herbs. Reinforced glass too. You could throw it right onto the cobbles and it wouldn't even scratch. But what happens to the ghosts then? They go away, hence the name. Soon every house in Rookwood will have one of these, and our ghost problem will be solved. Wait, you can't do that. The ghosts will be forced out onto the streets, and they're already so scared. The ghosts are scared, are they? Good. Mr. Leith, the ghosts are a nuisance. They don't belong in people's houses in the first place. Luckily, my concoction is more effective than releasing toxic gas in my manor twice a month. To be fair, your knowledge was vital to the development of Ghost Away. I can credit you on the patent. Would that help? I don't want credit. Free sample then? No. Are you sure? Word around town is that the bookshop you live in is quite haunted. It's a perfectly acceptable amount of haunted. Thank you. Greaves, how dare you cut us off? Don't be so dramatic, Saul. It's just business. I created a formula that's safe for human exposure. Soon people won't need to use your hexacrine anymore. Therefore, you and your cohort don't need me to supply the ingredients for more. You can't do that. Our lab has had a partnership with Greaves Apothecary for years, decades. I worked with your parents. Well, unlike my parents, I'm no longer willing to dispense to stubborn chemists who produce poison more than people than ghosts. But if it's job security you're fussed about, I could use more salesmen for Ghost Away. What an insulting proposal. My exorcist and I would never stoop so low as to... What? She got a good product. Hector! A moment, Doctor. Look, it's not that I don't respect your efforts, but ghosts aren't vermin to drive away. They're people. And your product isn't going to help them. They need someone who will listen to them. If your ghost returned, why didn't you send for me? Because your way doesn't work, Dorian. That ghost I paid you to get rid of came back a month later and didn't leave again until I created this. What about the living people in Rookwood? Can't you appreciate that my invention will help them? This is a method that they can trust to be safer, non-toxic, and permanent. You don't trust my work? I don't trust you, Dorian Leith. Saul is a snake, but he made a good point. How could I trust a man who escaped from the Old Mill Insane Asylum? Well, it's true, isn't it? Yes. My parents tried to have me committed for talking to ghosts. I didn't escape. I simply did not arrive. I never meant to deceive anyone. I'm not dangerous. I'll stay out of your way if it means you don't tell Old Mill how to find me. Please, Doctor, please don't do this to the ghosts. I may not trust you, but I respect your tenacity. I won't turn you in, you have my word. But I also won't let ghosts run amok while I wait for you to have tea time with all of them. There's only so much one person can do after all. Dr. Reeves. Wait, Gavin's letter. Have you read it? No. Did not read the bundle of blank pages you left at my door. You honestly thought that would change my mind? Oh, and spare me the lecture about ghosts needing permission. They never asked me for permission to haunt. He's your brother, Prudence. He poured his heart out into that letter. You still have it. Please read it. Please give him a chance. Fine. This is fine. I'll just visit the homes that she hasn't gotten to yet. Help me. Please do something. I can't get inside the assigned houses anymore. That bottle is it's a barrier of some kind. I need you to heal my rot again. I have to 45 shillings. But what about our deal? Deals change. Greaves was our sole supplier until we find another one. I won't hand off our batch to the likes of you. Mr. Connell, am I glad to see you. I wanted to talk to you about Lucy. No, not you too. Don't burden me with your mad ramblings. Leave me be. Come back. Don't leave. Please. Why do I even bother? They don't care. Every time, every town, simply refuse to understand. Ghosts need me, seek me out, came back to life to help them. Why else would it have happened? Why else would I have this eye? If not to bear their burdens, to heal them, to keep them safe, for Bryn's sake and for theirs. Is this not the reason I live? So who am I to turn away the dead? Their peace is my peace. Welcome back. How was Dorian? What's happening? Are they, alright? Dorian? Little help. Looks like you have some unwanted guests. Never mind. Never you mind, sir. Well, when you do start to mind, we can help. Have a good evening, Mr. Bringhurst. It's alright. You're all going to be alright. I'll take care of you. Dorian. Owen, curse my mind. I'm so sorry. Missed my appointment last week. Gracious, you're right. It's no matter. I can take care of that right now. Yes. Give me a moment. I heard glass shattering. What's going on? What is that thing? It's burning. Get it off of me. Owen, imagine floating a calm river. Quiet river, swirling. Dorian, your words, they made the ghost run off. You saved me. You saved us. We're safe. We're all right. Brody. You saw him. You saw Owen. I saw him. Do all your ghosts act like that? Scream like that? No, they don't. Owen's turned into a banshee. A banshee? Banshees are real? But only women can be banshees. Yet, there it was, and the book was wrong. Any ghost is capable of becoming a banshee. Listen to me. When he screamed at you, did you see anything else? I saw everything was crawling and twisting in my mind. Things were growing on my arms, little flowers or spores. I think they're gone now, but does that mean I'm going to die? The banshee's scream does not kill, causes madness. My vision grew strange, and there was rot on my arms as well. You nearly flung yourself from the window. Is that how the banshee madness manifests? That was rot? Isn't that only a ghost thing? He went out of the window towards the cemetery. Have to make this right. But how? Hasn't Owen been your client for months now? Those words you said earlier seemed to drive it away. And if anyone can see a banshee, what will become of this town? This changes things, Brody. I have to review my notes. There must be something I missed. There was just a meditation meant for ghosts to fall asleep. But he's too far gone. Words alone cannot take this rot away anymore. How could I let this happen? There must be something more that I can do. I can't let him get exercised. I can't lose another one. I can't. I can't. Shh, it's all right, Dorian. No screams, neither living nor dead. Wherever he is, he's of no mind to cause trouble for now. Please try to get some sleep, love. You'll have clearer head in the morning. I'll be fine. I couldn't possibly sleep now. But who's taking care of you? This is my work, Brody. I don't need to be taken care of. So what? You don't trust me to be able to help you? What could you possibly do to help me? I have to figure this out on myself. And I can't do that if I don't get some peace and cough, cough, hack. Dorian, you alright? I'm fine. When he was not indeed fine, the rot had started to consume him from the inside. Very well, Brody said. But is me leaving you alone really what you want? Is that going to be helpful to you? Good night, Brody. Good night. During the day, Dorian went ahead and helped the ghosts. And at night, he looked for Owen. Brody was starting to get visibly annoyed. As Dorian tried to help the ghosts, he didn't realize that there was a shift, that the bond started breaking between him and Brody. The other ghosts blamed Lucy for taking the key and not being able to cross over. As Gran went to Lucy and said, "Every day he cures you, and every day your rot comes back. So, yours grew back too. What is going on here? Dorian, they're being mean to me again. took care of your rot yesterday. How did it grow back so quickly? Because she doesn't want to get better. She's doing it on purpose so you'll keep giving her special treatment. Leave Lucy alone. She's suffered enough. She's suffered? She's the cause of all this. Things were just fine until she came along. Come on, Lucy. Let's go feed the crows. Stop coddling her. Can't you see she's keeping you away from me? You spend hours every day playing house and being her big brother when you should be spending that time with the rest of us. How is that fair? No matter how much you try, she's never going to replace Bryn. What if my rot never goes away? What if you can't heal me after all? That sounds like your fear's talking. Remember what I told you about fear? That it's bad? Not entirely. Fear's a reaction to something scary we can't control. But it sort of happens. A fear is a hungry thing, tends to eat up all of our energy, and when fear overcomes us, it also eats the energy we would otherwise spend on making decisions. Does that make sense? Not really. For instance, if you saw a wolf walking towards you, how would that make you feel? Well, I'm already dead, so... when you were alive, I mean. I'd be afraid that the wolf would hurt me. Have you been hurt by a wolf before? No. Have you ever seen a wolf hurt anyone before? No. So what makes you think the wolf would hurt you? 'Cause I've read stories about wolves eating people, and they have big teeth. So your experience of hearing scary stories and your instincts to fear them with big teeth. But in reality, a wolf is just a wolf. It might not be hungry. It might be going somewhere else. It might not even find you particularly tasty looking. But your reaction to be afraid before it's had the chance to do anything to you yet. In other words, when fear takes over your body, it starts controlling you and making decisions for you. Just like with anger, sometimes that's a good thing. If you had been hurt by a wolf before, you would have every reason to be afraid a wolf might hurt you again. Fear is only trying to protect you, but it eats up too much of your energy, keeping you safe, that it overtakes everything else. So running away from a wolf that hasn't hurt you yet is a decision that your fear made, not you. Instead of thinking of fear as a hungry wolf, think of it as a crow. It flies in like a visitor. It sits for a while and brings you a warning. Sometimes the warning makes quite a racket. Then after some time, when there's nothing left for it to eat, it flies away. Let your fears sit with you for a time. Use that time to think through your situation and decide on how you respond, rather than letting your fear take the reins. Then let them fly away. I'll find a more effective way to take care of you, so don't worry, alright? Mr. Leith, sir, it's my turn. I'll be right with you. let me know how you feel in a couple days. Beg pardon? Apologies, ma'am. I wasn't talking to you. Wait, Jamie. This is where the ghost-eyed man hangs out? Ew, he talked to a ghost. Come, Jessie dear, we should leave before we get haunted too. If you have time for a holiday, you have time to work. It's not a holiday. Brody wants to go to the cafe. Well, don't stay out too long. I thought you liked Brody. Brody is lovely. But I've seen your schedule this week. The blue one, dear. Cheers. As Dorian left, Lucy painted and painted. I beg your pardon, what do you think you're doing in my parlor? Could you really do magic? Of course I could. People traveled from all over the countryside to see my shows. I mean real magic, not the fake kind. Like magic that can make rot stop itching and go away. No, only Dorian can do that. Oh. Do you ever live in a candy house? What on earth are these questions? It's just that I read books that Granny sometimes live in candy houses and bake sweets and cross stitch, but you don't do any of that. You don't bake, you don't embroider, you don't paint, you just talk about theaters, shows, read old magazine and boss Dorian around. So I was never one for conformality. What's your point? Then what makes you a proper granny? Having grandchildren's for start. I love my Dory. I support and pass on my knowledge of how to keep a business. I may not have been around to do the typical granny activities, but that doesn't mean or make me less of one. You weren't around, so you weren't there when Dorian's parents told everyone he was mad? You don't get to keep Dorian all to yourself just because you came back after abandoning him. I didn't abandon him. I never got to meet Dorian back then because I was stuck in limbo. I passed away before either Bryn or Dorian were born. Not that I would have known anyways. My son stopped visiting when my magic act took off. His wife didn't approve of my onstage persona or my witchcraft, but I had accepted that the only thing I'd lost were a son and daughter-in-law. I found the peace and rest I needed to get into limbo. My magic act was worth that loss, and at least the memory of my act would live on after I was gone. If I had only known who else I'd lost. So that's why you didn't go through death's door. You wanted to come back and be Dorian's gran instead. I didn't go through death's door because I never found it. 15 years trapped in the bog. Too burdened to move, longing for the comfort of a family again, but nothing left for my soul to wake back up, wondering what I had to do. And then, there he was, little Dorian, the splitting image of my son Malcolm. Perhaps if I had found death's door, things would be different. All I know is that I would still be lost there without him. There was so much I never got to do with them. Play dates, story times, even magic shows. Despite Malcolm, of course. Can anyone blame me for wanting to make up for lost time, even if it means overstaying my welcome in the living world? What else would I do? Get lost in limbo again? At least here I can have a role I can play. After all, there's no fate worse than being forgotten. I thought you were just a mean old lady, but it seems like we have a lot in common. I'm afraid of being forgotten too. I'm afraid of the dark and the three-eyed beastie. I think I might even be afraid of my papa. When I became a ghost, he didn't like me anymore. Dorian was my first real friend who didn't leave or turn me away. I didn't want to lose him. I didn't get to do very much when I was alive. I didn't get to be famous or learn magic or go on holidays with my family. Dorian seems to be the only one that cares that I lived at all. Limbo is dark and scary, and Death's Door had a beastie inside. If that's where ghosts are supposed to go, where I'm supposed to go, then I don't want to move on. I'd rather stay here with him and maybe pretend we can be a family instead. Such a fuss over some beastie can be that scary. If a wee lass like you outsmarted it. Lucy, I'm sorry I said those things to you. You found death's door so quickly, yet you ran from it. It was frustrating to me. But if you're still scared of this monster, then perhaps when our rot is sorted, you could show me the way to the door, and in return, I'll give that three-eyed beastie a proper thrashing for you. Really? That'd be nice. Dorian's lucky to have a gran like you. I never had one, but I think I would like to. I like story times and play dates, even though I was too ill for those. But if I had a magical gran, we would have played all day long, eaten sweets, and learned all kind of magic tricks. And well, we're both here now, so could we pretend a little while that I'm your granddaughter and you're the gran? Well, I can't bake. I can't bake you any sweets, but I can certainly teach you the secrets of magic, guaranteed to grant you courage and confidence in the face of monsters. First rule of magic, everything goes according to plan, even when it doesn't. And as the time passed, Lucy and Gran went ahead and performed for the other ghosts. They enjoyed it so much. Lucy went ahead and gave her a carnation at the end of the performance, and Gran hugged her and stated, "You're a good child." At the cafe, Dorian and Brody ate. Dorian was just not in the right mind space. He was starting to change. And change he did. Brody told him, "This is too much." And Dorian started to cry. Whatever happened to ghosts and all? Sometimes it feels like ghosts are all that's left for you. Brody, no. Brody, love, please. You can't do this. I need you. Then maybe you would be better off living somewhere else. Perhaps you're right. Fine, you get your wish. I'll take the ghosts and leave. I should have known you wouldn't be different from the others. People like you never are. Dorian, wait. And with that, Brody stayed at the cafe and thought and thought and cried. When Dorian came back, Lucy tried to tell them about everything that happened and how some of their rot went away. But she noticed they all did. Dorian, what's wrong? We have to go now. Go? Go where? Gran said. Somewhere, anywhere. Can't stay here anymore. Should we wait for Brody? He's not coming. And with that, Dorian found an old abandoned home, and he broke in. This will do for now. The Campbells left quite a bit of furniture behind. He laid in the bed. Who was my 8 o'clock again? As he checked his book, he saw Brody's note and cried. The ghosts all came by Dorian, as Dorian couldn't keep it in anymore. What more do you want from me? What more can I possibly do for you? And Dorian had a coughing fit. Dorian, Lucy, lost track of you for a moment. Where were you? At the book, Rook. I'm sorry about Brody. I know you liked him. At any rate, how are you? I'm ready to talk to Papa now. You are? Yes. I'm scared of what he might say. But I was scared of Granny Lazarus, too. So while you were out, we both talked and we realized a lot of things in common. And she's not actually scary after all. I felt better after. I felt as good as when you and I would have our conversations together, except the rot crumbled away a bit, all by itself, this time. Lucy, I'm proud of you. Trying to understand someone who was hurt is very brave of you. I'm not brave. I'm scared all the time. But you've done so much to help me and help the other ghosts too. You do it anyway. Even when it's hard and when it scares you, you taught me how to cope and replace my bad memories with good ones. And you also showed me how to sit with bad feelings and learn from them. Hello, as Brody entered the bookshop. Hello? Whoever left this note, I would like to read it now. I give you permission, I suppose, to communicate with me. Dear Brody, I'm sorry I tore your books. I fixed them and asked the others to put the books back. Thank you for being a good host and making scones. I thought I knew what I wanted, but what I actually want is to be like you, Dorian. I want to help make people feel better, one step at a time. I'm sorry I caused you so much grief by holding on to the key. I want to make it right for you and everyone else. Mr. Connell, Lucy is ready to speak to you now. Dorian, something feels off. I don't think this is a good idea anymore. Nonsense. You're gonna be fine. Say your piece then. I just wanted to say I'm sorry for being angry with you and for breaking things in the house. I was scared to go to limbo and I wanted to come back with you like you said you would. So when you didn't, I was upset. Which is fine. You don't have to. I can be brave enough to go back on my own or with Gran. But before I go, I would love to spend some time with you. Now that I'm well, please? You wear my Lucy's face and speak with her voice, but you are not her. What are you talking about? I am Lucy, Papa. Please. Papa, let me hold your hand. I'll be good from now on. Sir, Lucy has grown so much in the time. I've known her. She's willing to move on, but she can't shed the rest of her rot and return to limbo until she talks to you and gets closure. You want closure? Fine, here's your closure, ghost-eyed man. Can't do this anymore. I poured everything into keeping Lucille alive. I have nothing left to give her, nothing left to give anyone. My failure to make her well is a blight. My conscience but a mourn as she lived. I won't let you speak to her that way. She's your daughter. She needs you. She needs me. They always need me. I'm protecting myself. Besides, those greedy quacks raised the price of hexagrain for me. A former lab worker for the exorcist, and I grunted. The ghost was more than happy to get me the recipe to the hexagrain in exchange for the words, healing that will last. Ironic, crucial moment was under my feet all along. What have you done? I healed that ghost and the wretched banshee called Owen Duffer in a way that will last in eternity. You used me to make why? All the better to purge a ghost of using parts. With this, I'll finally have my peace. Do you remember what peace feels like, Dorian? So you're concerned about the key to death's door and Lucy's well-being. That was all a lie. Not at first. No, wait. Have you lost your mind? I'm giving you one last chance to walk away. What will you choose, Dorian? Their sanity or yours? You're sick. How could you do this to your own child? You will too one day, when it's your spouse and your child. You exorcised Mom. I set her free. No, no! And with that, Dorian ran and took Lucy with him. But not before a piece of glass sharded and stabbed him. Lucy, are you all right? I don't understand. I said all the right things. I tried hard to be better, and still I wasn't enough. You... And I almost was exercised for it. Lucy, I'm sorry. We were so close. I didn't realize Connell was because of you. Oh, you can't fix anything. Lucy, the key. You're safe now. It's all right. Remember those coping skills. I can fix it. All you talk about is being neutral and making my own point. Made everything worse. I still got punished just for trying. Why, Dorian? Why? Why? And with that, the key to death's door cracked. Dorian, where have you been? You need to heal the rot. Dorian, it broke. I broke. Lucy, where are you going? Dory, what has she done? The key. It's... Get up. You need to go after her. You need to fix this. Wait, can you take my rod away first? It hurts. Shut up! All of you be quiet. Has it occurred to any of you how much I've already done? I've given up everything for you. My time, my health, my life, and the only living person who ever truly loved me, all to absolve you from any speck of suffering you might feel. And as I stand here bleeding out, all you can do is demand more from me. No more. I'm done. I wash my hands of this and all of you. I didn't break your key. I didn't lock your bloody door. I didn't cause rot to fester in your souls. Day in and day out, Lucy was right. I cannot fix any of this, and I regret how hard I've tried. I regret every moment I've spent bound to your burdens. Just leave me alone. And with that, all the ghosts, even Gran, had shrieked and turned into one, trying to grab Dorian. This isn't real. It's not real. It's someone. Someone please help me. I can't. I can't. Jingle jingle. Muffin. Brody, Dr. Greaves. Mind your head. Brody, I have so many questions, so many apologies to make to you. Dorian, I'm glad I found you. Let's go before that thing comes back. Why are you yelling? We stuffed our ears with cotton to keep out the screaming. Here, take some. No, it's real. It's his eyes. He's still got madness, the doc. Not real. Bloody hell, Dorian. When did this happen? Let's get him patched up. Doctor, please talk normally. The banshees, that creature. This is all Dorian Leith's fault. It has to be. He's cursed, I tell you. And Dr. Greaves is a fool if she thinks her bottles of twigs will protect her. Hector, go to the stock lab. Find whoever is there and bring the hexacrine back. When that banshee first appeared, it was chaos in town. Muffin gets some credit. Her bell collard led us straight to you. Most of the town folks are sheltering indoors. I've staunched your bleeding, but it will take at least a couple of hours. There is no plan. It's over. I failed. And yet you still saved me. Why did you bother? Just because I'm upset with you doesn't mean I don't still care about you. You're worth more to me than the work you do. Your mistakes don't make you less deserving of help. So the ghosts didn't listen to you. You failed them, and it's your fault, lovely. But it's like you've said before, ghosts are people too. I'm no psychologist, but it stands to reason that since ghosts are people, then like people, ghosts are also prone to failure. It's never too late for them to change and take the advice they're given. I read his letters, Dorian. Gavin and I have been corresponding for 2 weeks now. I have my brother back. It's only through these lovely letters and this lovely scarf he knitted for me. You made that happen. If you never help another ghost for as long as you live, you helped Gavin and he helped me. I will always be grateful for that. Thank you. I know how much this means to you, Dorian. You want to take care of them so much. You make yourself sick over it, I know. Now, it's up to them to do the rest of the work. Can't that be good enough for them? Good enough for you? Brody, please take Dr. Greaves to the safety. I'll handle things over there. There's one last thing I can do for them. It's me, Dorian. There it is. It's the banshee. Saul, wait. Let Dorian. Dorian, no. I'm sick of all you betting all your lives on this loon. We need to destroy this thing at my signal. Dorian? I know you're still in there, Lucy. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry. I put you in danger, and I should have listened to you. Sometimes our best isn't good enough, and that's all right. I'm sorry that I couldn't help you in the end. I tried so hard to make all the bad things go away. I can't take your pain away anymore, Lucy. as Lucy starts to cry. Hey there. Gavin appears. Prudence, his brother. Are you trapped here too? It's scary, I know. Gavin! Your rot is completely gone, but how? After we met, I had a real comfortable I had to get real comfortable with being stuck here a long time and making do with what I had. It was rough for a while. Then, when Prudence finally started writing me letters, my rot all faded away. I understand how you're feeling, because I felt it too. But that feeling won't last forever. Yes, I think I finally understand. Anyone can help heal the rot of a ghost, even Prudence. It appears that kindness toward a ghost transcends one's ability to see them. You didn't need me after all. Maybe I didn't need you, but I sure was lucky to have you. I'm scared. Sit with the fear, the anger, the grief, and then invite those things to leave. Dorian. Another banshee. I'm sorry. I'm sorry too. The key may be gone, but all of you are still here. You have endured so much, and you will be able to do this too. The memories, the past experiences that haunt your hearts, all of them, you can do this. But between all of us, the rot will be much easier to bear. Astounding. Is anyone else seeing this, or do I still have the banshee madness? I see it too. Dorian is calming the banshee. Stop! What are you... So this is where you've been hiding it. Oh goodness, the gravedigger hit Hector and took the exorcism potion and sprayed Dorian and the banshee. Dorian! As he washed up into the lake. Hexacrine be damned. Dorian, Lucy, I'm coming, Gran said. No. And they tried to pull him out. Pull! Connell, Bane, stop this at once. A crow targeted his eye. Where am I? A bog filled with rot? How did I get here? I feel heavy. And all the others just hanging there as Connell grabbed Dorian's foot, dragging him down. Dorian kicked him. Lucy saw him. He grabbed Lucy. And with that, the other ghosts grabbed Connell. Lucy saw her mother again. What have I done? My ghosts, they're gone. I need them. They're counting on me. Or are they better off without me? I should have, if I had done it differently, have to go back. Through death's door. They can't talk. Lucy tried to yell, tried to open the door. The wolf. It's just a wolf. Knock, knock, knock. And they creak open. Lucy Bain, for locking death's door, stealing and shattering its key, are you prepared to receive your punishment? Nod. Very well. Lucy Brain, poor child, your brief sojourn through mortal life and your passage through limbo were punishment enough. No more. Here, you'll only find rest. You showed courage by admitting your mistakes, accepting consequences, and facing your greatest fears. And you took care of my sentinel crows. Edgar! Thank you, Miss Beastie. Call me Morgan. Now, Lazarus Leaf. The words you chose in life and in death have been your greatest boon and your bitter curse. Yet, I sense there is something you've been meaning to say for a while. I invite you to say it. Please, I beg you to save my grandson. I'll do anything. I'll forfeit my own passage, if it means his rot can be cured. Noble, but unnecessary. The rot he bears is not his own. Not his own? My poor Dory, I've been so selfish. I've forced my pain onto you and demanded far too much of you. But I realize now that I needed to give you space to let you make choices on your own. No more meddling, no more demands. I just hope that you can forgive me one day. I'm scrounging up the scraps of my old life. Lucy and I make a proper team that Connell Bain wasted his chance to know and love a brave, brilliant young lady. I'll be her grandmother and her father. Then, whatever happens, we'll look out for each other and see what the afterlife brings us. Since you knocked, would you like to come inside? And Dorian Leith, the mantle of a savior weighs heavy on you, child. Your intentions are good, but you are not fated to carry the dead's burden for them. That being said, only through your own powers can you remove the burden that you take on from others. Stand. Do not let this rotted cloak of regret sink you into the bog. There is no longer any comfort to be found in this. Instead, let the waters of limbo wash the mantle away. This will feel painful, but you will feel its absence and yearn to don it again. But trust that without it, you will know true peace. Gasp as he comes out of the bog. Welcome to Limbo, Dorian GhostKeeper. Who are you, the Grim Reaper? In the oral traditions, I was called Morgan, but some traditions survive better than others. I am also called Fate-Bringer, Soul Shepherd, Crow Mother, the Three-Eyed Beastie, as Lucille Bain called me, but clearly Grim Reaper outlasted them all. Alas, I cannot help but move mortals to act in fear or in bravery. I reside here as the steward of death's door, and on this dream space between life and death. Am I dead? No, you are not dead. Not yet. It seems despite mortality's best efforts, it is once again not your time to die. It was you, wasn't it? You brought me back to life as a child, and the ghost sight in my eye, correct? It's not often mortals make their way to limbo with the spark of life still left in them, but it happens. And when they do, I give them a chance to return to life, if they prefer. It's easier with children, since their lives were so short. They don't have to walk as far to death's door as the elderly do. So Connell was right. This eye really is a curse. In the case of you and that O'Connell Bane, you both gazed into my central eye, while still mortal, the outcome of which is to see ghosts as I see them. A consequence is not a curse. It is neutral. Connell denied it at first, but then used it to commit exorcism, the worst act of cruelty ever devised against a ghost. You saw the poor exorcised souls in the depths of Limbo's bog, not quite living, not quite dead, all robbed of their voices, robbed of their ability to decide their own fate, slowly burning away until nothing of them remains. Do not mourn the ghosts that lay trapped beneath, buried under the weight of their troubles. They all untangle themselves from the slowed off rot of eons and make their way to me eventually. The exorcised find healing in their own time as well, and I aid them when I can. So the final journey for ghosts isn't to get to death's door, it's to get to you. What about the key then? You mean this key? The child was not the first ghost to steal it, and she won't be the last. Its purpose is to be tangible proof of one's choice to enter the afterlife beyond death's door. Surprisingly, few ghosts ever think to knock. As for you, you cannot stay here much longer. You must make your choice. I'm sure you're wondering where your companions got off to. And as Morgan shows Dorian, Lucy, playing with Bryn and Gran, they cannot see or hear you, not unless you cross the threshold to join them. I can't yet. There are things left in the mortal life that I need to do. I only wish I'd had the chance to say goodbye first. It will make your next hello all the sweeter. I do have one question. Will they be happy here beyond death's door? They will find their peace. They may create their own happiness in this place as they see fit, with ancestors and friends, old and new, waiting to meet them, and the chance to form new communities. I cannot promise you the world you go back to will be kind to you, but you did a fine job tending to the lost, to my lost and wayward ghosts. You made good use of my ghost sight, and they are better off having known you. Now go. Do treat yourself to a happy life, won't you? Think he's waking up. Dorian! Oh, well that's good news then. Ghosts and all, sniff. Ghosts and all as he sees Brody. Back to the asylum with you, Leith. On the grounds of what insanity? Because he sees ghosts? We all saw ghosts that night. I saw a banshee with my own eyes. Me too. If Dorian hadn't stepped in, we would be lost without him. It's true. Dorian is the reason we stand before you, now sane and unharmed. I saw them as well. Briefly, unmistakably, we aided the ghosts in rescuing Mr. Leith from Bramble's bog. So either we're all mad or none of us are. Let him stay here. We'll keep an eye out on him. Welcome home, love. Brody brings Dorian back in. Morgan was right. The world did its level best to be unkind to me when I awoke, and my path to recovery was long. But for every unkindness, there was someone ready to help. Though the ghosts became unseen again, public opinion of them shifted tremendously. It gave me an idea for a new venture. Leith House, a halfway house for lost and wayward ghosts. We fixed up Campbell's abandoned cottage and made it into a proper haunted home. A place where ghosts could gather, stay for a while, and share their stories. A place where I can help them, and the ghosts can in turn help each other. Prudence and Gavin helped me realize that any kindness done in the name of a ghost can help heal their rot, and those kindnesses can transcend in this life, limbo, and perhaps the next one as well. It's a skill that anyone can acquire, not just those with ghost sight. The cure for a banshee, as it turns out, is to turn one's sorrow away from oneself and mourn with those around you who have felt the same pain. Meanwhile, word got out about Prudence and Gavin's letter writing, and suddenly it was fashionable for everyone in Rookwood to have their very own ghostly pen friend from Leith House. I often reflect on Morgan's words, the notion of treating myself to a happy life. It's funny. I spend my working hours helping ghosts through their fears, sorrows, and sundry rot, telling them that they deserve happiness and rest. But I myself consider myself deserving of happiness, or even rest, without having somehow earned it. So I decided that I would become one of my own patients, to keep myself accountable, of course. But I don't regret my first 2 years in Rookwood and the hardships that came with it. In spite of any unkindness from the world around me. Are you sure? I'm sure. I'm proud of the work I did for the ghosts and the lessons I both learned and imparted. But I have found great value in creating space with pain and space away from it, so that one day when I meet Morgan again at death's door, we can both rest knowing that I took good care of the ghosts of mine. The end. And I hope that you all enjoyed the GhostKeeper. And please leave your comments down below. Let me know how you enjoyed this book, and If there's any other books that you want me to read, I will definitely try my best to find them and to read them. As always, my dear friends, this has been Ruby, signing off.